tonight on La Casa de los Famosos during the Salvation game. You can clearly see they're showing only what they want us to believe. They edit the 24/7 feeds and only focus on tierra, while agua barely gets any screen time. Caeli disrespected Luis Coronel. There are podcasting visitors for Luis. Agua's podcast begins with Horacio, Veronica, Kenny, Yoriflan, Stefano, and Fabio talking about Luis Coronel. Stefano changed the subject from Luis to start talking again about the perception issue and the positioning against Veronica. In the end, Stefano kept talking about the one who cuts the chicken. Fabio followed him, but they should have stayed talking about what happened with Luis. Good for Horacio. Stefano is such a moron. He only knows how to sleep, eat, and crap, just like Fabio and Yoriflan. And look at Jimena and Javier hyping up Stefano during Tierra's podcast. For those who didn't know, Luis Corona lost his father. It was a devastating blow for him. On top of that, he and his wife were involved in a car accident where she was badly injured and lost their baby. They didn't even know she was pregnant. They found out at the hospital. They were devastated. Caeli overheard gossip saying Luis was gonna become the father of a child that supposedly wasn't his. Horacio and Luis were at the bonfire when they heard people congratulating Luis about becoming a father to a baby that wasn't his. Caeli then approached Luis in front of everyone and said, "Hey Luis, congratulations. You're gonna be the father of a baby that isn't yours." Basically calling him a fool or implying he was being cheated on. Luis lost a lot of money and fell into such a deep depression that he abandoned his career and isolated himself in his pain. Today, he's in La Casa de los Famosos, trying to rebuild his life and career, rising from the ashes. I want to clarify something. The witch known as La Jefa is trying to destroy Agua through strategy. If you notice, Fabio, Stefano, and Yoriflan are still together. Sending them to another room doesn't change their essence. They are still Agua, no matter where they are. And Tierra, unfortunately for them, will always be Tierra. Rude, dishonest, and manipulative. They know exactly what La Jefa is doing for them. Today at the gym, I heard Fabio laughing with Yoriflan and Stefano, saying he was gonna find a Puerto Rican woman to take back to New York with them. He thinks Puerto Rican women are like Jenny. He better respect Puerto Rico, because over there they rip his hair implants right out of his neck. We don't survive off underwear over here. Did you all see the podcast? It was intense. Caeli went too far with Luis. That's why they don't show 24/7 cameras, only Tierra editing out everything Caeli did to Luis and all the other disgusting things Tierra has done. And another thing, my people, sometimes there are people who help us and feed us information. Now Javier and Jimena wanna blame us. Why don't they call out Caeli in her mouth? Why don't they say she should have stayed quiet? If she had kept quiet, none of this would be happening. She knows Luis is trapped inside that house. Those were low blows. Public, I beg you, let's vote Caeli out. I'll get on my knees if I have to. It's not fair. Today Christina, Luis' wife of 10 years, is coming to visit him after all the losses they've suffered and with all the pressure from the confinement, La Jefa, production, and Tierra's low morals. Caeli still chose to run her mouth after Luis confided in her. That was a dirty, cruel attack. Trash behavior from a woman. If I were La Jefa, I would expel her today instead of the temptation booth. There should have been a moment of love and peace. I can only imagine how Christina must feel right now after what that idiot Caeli said. Christina, Luis' wife, is beautiful. La Jefa's trying to clean up Caeli's image, which is why they're replaying everything during the gala. Why didn't they do this with Devo and Celine? Now suddenly it's violence for Caeli and crocodile tears. Luis, don't accept Caeli's apology. She did it with premeditation, and but the sole purpose of hurting you. If she's crying, it's because she wants to make it to the finale, and she knows she messed up. Not even La Jefa will be able to save her now. And how convenient, La Jefa picked balls to the Salvation game, knowing Yoriflan comes from accept Lord. La Jefa was so happy with all the chaos, and then Stefano wins Salvation. But Stefano doesn't affect us. Don't worry, my people. Did you notice Caeli wasn't even in the Salvation game? Everyone was there except her. Where was Caeli? Luis selected Josh for next week. But where's Caeli in the picture again? So now Caeli's Agua, Tierra, and Fuego. What the hell Caeli appears in the confessional, and suddenly La Heva mutes her while she's talking about Luis and Christina, trying to play the victim. I'm crying watching Luis and Christina.